Hello, good morning. Today I'm going to show you how to make a traditional Canton dessert, Black Sesame Roll. I have black sesame here for 120 grams, and then wheat starch 90 grams, and then rice flour, glutinous rice flour, 30 grams of rice flour, 15 grams of the glutinous rice flour here, and then water chestnut flour. 60 grams, and water right here for about 500 grams. And this is gonna be rock sugar, melted. I have added enough water to ensure I have 250 grams of sugar water right here. The amount of rock candy depends on you, the amount of level of sweetness. Lightly caramelize the black sesame until you can smell the flavor coming out of the black sesame. Don't overcook it, otherwise it will be overcooked and then it will smell really bad for the dessert. Then you have to restart all over. The next step is to let the black sesame cool down before you blend it. Otherwise, when you blend it when it's really hot, it will oils will be coming out from the black sesame and then the black sesame paste will be very thick. We don't want. Now the sesames are cooled down, so we're gonna put it in the blender, and then we're gonna crush it into a powdery form. This is how it looks like after you blended the sesame dry, and then I'm gonna add the melted sugar water, the wheat starch, I'll say, sorry, and then the rice flours. The water chestnut flour, and then along with the water, just pure water, and then you're gonna keep blending, and then you're gonna blend more. So I added the liquids and the rice flour to the sesame powder, and then we're gonna blend it even longer to extract more flavors out of the sesames. You're not gonna able to completely grind down the sesames because it's too fine, and then we're gonna filter out later. Monitor it as needed because you don't want the liquids to dry up and blow out the motor of the blender. So now I completely mix the sesame flour with the liquids and the rice flours. I'm gonna pour it into the filtration cloth to filter out any large particles. And then you just do it like that. So you squeeze it out. These are the liquids that we're going to use to make the sesame roll with, not the particles inside. So this is how much I got after I blended it and filtered it out. It's a little bit messy, so you don't find a lot of restaurants sell these sesame rolls nowadays in America, but it's still available in China. So you just keep squeezing it until you extract all the liquids. So now we're done, and I'll show you what's left. So these are the powders, and cannot be ground down, so we're gonna toss it away, and we're gonna use this to make the sesame roll. Now the water is boiled. We used a similar method when we make the rice flour. We're using this silver tray. Apply a very thin coat of oil to the silver tray. This is to prevent the flour to be sticky to the tray and easier for lifting when it's cooked. Apply it very thin over the tray. As you can see, oil, and then the sesame paste, where we filter out. Stir a little bit to get so nothing saturated in the bottom. This time we apply a thicker layer of the solution, the flour, the sesame flour. And then once we have that, we let it sit inside the wok and make sure it's even. So you like that, make sure it's even, and then close the lid and let it steam for a few minutes. So this time we're gonna steam it longer compared to the rice noodles. We're probably gonna steam it for about 2 to 3 minutes. Now it has been 3 to 4 minutes. As you can see, the sesame paste has been settled, and then we're gonna use a clamp it out and quickly put it in cold water and let it chill down. So this allows it to easier to lift it up as well, and let it sit for a few moments. So now it's chilled down, so we are gonna apply a very thin layer of oil on top of it, just to get the layer when we roll it up. And then after the oil, we're gonna use the scraper, open up the opening a little bit from initial separating between the sesame roll and the tray, just like that. And then you roll it with your hand. I cleaned my hands already, so I'm filming as I'm doing it, so it's a little bit tough, but it's easier if you do it both hands. So I'll just use a scraper to help me. So as you can see, it's turning into a roll. I'll do it this way. Just push it forward. Oops, I broke the... So I'll show how. So just roll it up like that. It looks nicer if I do it both hands, but I'll show you when it's done. So now you just repeat the process until you finish making the quantities you wanted. So these are the finished products. I'm gonna fridge them and serve them when it's later. It tastes better when it's cold. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, please leave me a comment. And if you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you.